Gamba has always had energy problem. There has always been the fluctuation of fuel prices and the blackouts as a result of no electricity. The worst came as a result to the crisis which has left Gamba and the neighboring villages with no electricity for more than 2 years now. Some electricity poles are lying on the ground. The SONEL staff have left Gamba. This is confirmed by the state of the office. These are signs that electricity will not reinstated anytime soon. The people of Gamba have been using electricity for decades. They could not do without, so they had to adapt. Some went back to the bush lamp. Some went back to using candles. These two options happen to be inefficient because a single candle that costs 100 francs will not even last up to an hour. The bush lamp needs constant refill of the kerosene. Hoping the electricity crisis will be regulated soon, some turn to their phones and small rechargeable lamps. These are used just for lighting at night. Some use the phones to listen to the radio and as a source of entertainment, listen to music and watch videos, because TV sets were not in use again. This is only for people with low energy consumption or those who cannot afford the energy they need. Others needed a larger amount of energy and this is what they had to do to get it. The generator have always been in use temporarily during power failures. Because of this electricity crisis, those who already had generator went back to them but this time not for backup as it was for full-time supply of energy. Generators are noisy, need constant supply of fuel, but are cheap to buy though difficult and expensive to maintain. But since they were readily available in the market, many also bought them. The other disadvantage of the generator came from overuse which led to constant repair and later the damaging of equipment by the generator. People needed a solution. If put to vote many would have asked for the return of electricity. But they already knew it was easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for electricity reinstated. As a result those who could not afford anything better than the generator are forced to depend on them, repairing them constantly and also repairing the devices damaged by the generators. Because it is clean, there is no noise and there is no need for constant maintenance, this became the next source of energy. It came with its own problem. The cost. Solar energy installations are too expensive. Very few people can afford. Even those who have them, few of them have solar installations that can produce their energy demands. As a result, some home solar installations are just for lighting and the charging of phones. Only the rich are able to watch television, use a fridge, electric iron etc. The need for energy for some business is much. The common generator could not supply the needed electricity. The cost of solar to meet up the needs of most businesses is very high. As a result some businesses had to try other ideas. When the blackout started people had to go back to the old grinding machines then run on diesel. But the quality of the corn flour was very bad. Then came the grinding mills that ran on diesel. At first they were few, so people had to go as far as neighboring villages just have good quality corn flour. Then the machines became common as many joined the business. This enterprise need a large amount of energy. But they did not want to replace the electric motors. So they came up with an idea. Get a diesel engine and connect it to an alternator. The result is steady and enough energy to run all these machines simultaneously. Have you ever thought of getting electrical energy from a car? This is a very expensive generator, and to mention the cost of transportation. This blacksmith could not afford this, so he came up with an idea. Take out the engine from an old car. Add an alternator to it and you have a good source of a large amount of electricity. The generator needed to run the welding industry is too expensive. Solar energy needed for this service is also too expensive. So combining a car engine and an alternator solves the problem. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give us a like if you did. Which electrical energy source did you enjoy the most? Leave your answer in the comments. Remember to subscribe if you haven't done so you don't miss our next video.